What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Noah Gray here, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Josh's channel and check out showmefootball.com for more.
What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Josh Fan of showmefootball.com and arrowheadaddict.com, covering your Kansas City Chiefs, and you're getting a daily double today. Another video, second of the day. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to talk real quick about Louis Rees-Zammit, who was officially released earlier today from the Kansas City Chiefs. He did not make the 53-man roster. Obviously, today is cut down day. Every team has to be at 53 players by the end of the day, or they will suffer penalty from the NFL, although that usually never happens. Nonetheless, there's been a lot of tough decisions today for the Kansas City Chiefs to make, and one of those was letting go of Louis Rees-Zammit, the former rugby star that attempted to make the transition from rugby to American football this year. And I wanted to talk about him in particular because he's really a polarizing figure. I'm also going to take a little bit of a victory lap with this one, just because, and not that I'm happy that he got cut, obviously, but I made a video immediately after the Chiefs signed him a few months back, and I said, hey guys, based on the clips I've seen, based on what I'm reading, like, he just doesn't have the functional athleticism to play in the NFL. He's got good straight line speed. I didn't see the agility. I didn't see the explosion. I had very little hope that he would make the team. Of course, I had a lot of rugby fans in my comments saying, you have no idea what you're talking about. He's electric. I have no doubt that he's an electric rugby player, but the NFL is a different game. And during the preseason, we got to see Louis Rees-Zammit take kickoffs. We got to see him take handoffs at running back. And he just looked really slow. He looked hesitant. And even whenever he kind of got a full head of steam, it seemed like he was a little bit shy of contact because he'd slow down right before, or he'd let up right before, a tackler or a defender would get their hands on him. And yeah, I didn't see the agility, didn't see the athleticism. I didn't see a football player. And that's what I was most worried about with LRZ when I first heard that the Chiefs were signing him. I was worried that he wasn't a football player, because you can be somewhat athletic, you can have good straight line speed like he did, but it just doesn't translate. And even he said coming in, he had a quote about how he wasn't used to stopping on a dime and making cuts like that, like he would have to do in order to succeed in the NFL. And so yeah, he didn't make the team because of that. So now the question people are asking is, where do we go from here? Where does LRZ go from here? And I'm a little surprised, just a little bit surprised that they didn't try to stash him on IR to try and give him an opportunity later on without actually releasing him. But ultimately, they decided to release him. Now, that doesn't mean he's done in Kansas City necessarily, and that's also why I'm making this video, is to explain to rugby fans who were following LRZ what actually is happening right now. So there's a couple of things that can happen. So first of all, another team that maybe liked what they saw from him or wants to see what they can do with him under their coaching, they can now get him. He's pretty much a free agent. Or the Kansas City Chiefs could add him back to the practice squad, because there is one reserve spot on the practice squad for an international player, and maybe the Kansas City Chiefs felt comfortable that he would make it onto their practice squad. It's just usually when a team likes a guy, they're not going to release him to put him on the practice squad, because then he's at risk of getting picked up by another team. So either the Chiefs are fully moved on and they're not keeping LRZ at all, like they're just done, that's why they released him, or they felt comfortable enough that no one was going to get him, but they could still keep him on the practice squad. So we'll see if he makes it on the practice squad. By the time you're watching this video, he may have already been signed to the practice squad. We'll see, but pretty much anything's on the table now with LRZ, but he's not making the final 53-man roster. And look, he was always going to be a project. This wasn't going to be an instant transition where by year one, he was ready to play in the NFL. And the Chiefs would have been foolish to expect that from him. So this is a situation where the Chiefs maybe have decided that, based on what they've seen, he's not worth the investment, or they're going to try to keep him around and see if he can develop on the practice squad and then try again next year, and then maybe LRZ has a better shot at making the 53-man roster next year. But clearly he was not ready for the NFL game. He was not ready for the speed of the NFL. He was not ready for the physicality of the NFL. It's just a different game from rugby, and that's the truth. I get a lot of rugby fans who are following LRZ's journey to the NFL are a little bit disappointed, and they wanted to see him latch on. He still could. This doesn't mean it's over. This doesn't mean there's zero chance. But also you have to look at this from the perspective and ask the question, is LRZ done with football? Did he give the NFL a try and go, this isn't for me, and now he's going to go back to rugby? Because that could very well happen too. So to sum everything up and put a bow on this, LRZ's NFL dream isn't dead yet, but it might be dead with the Kansas City Chiefs, at least for this year. At least for this year. He didn't make the team. He didn't show enough, and clearly he still has a long way to go. And he has a long way to go in terms of learning how to use his body and learning the nuances of the NFL game. But yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on the Kansas City Chiefs releasing Louis Rees-Zammit, the former rugby star. I want to hear from you guys. Are you surprised that he didn't make it? Is this what you expected? Let me know down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so more Chiefs fans can find this. And make sure you check out my work on showmefootball.com and arrowheadaddict.com for more. I'll see you all in the next one. Go Chiefs!